months.
Oops.
I can't believe it's been 9 months. We had
Testing,
a
1, 2, 3.
Twitch baby together. That was a weird thing to say. Why did I say that?
Oh, yeah, Ryan Cruz. Okay, cool.
That's crazy.
Now I know. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. If you guys love N Cruz, let me know in the chat, because I love N Cruz. That channel's sick, very cool guy. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Vencabot. A third strike action. My name is David. Sorry, guys. Get things set up here. Mardi Gras tomorrow is kill. Oh, right. Ryan Kill lives in New Orleans. I didn't think about that. Ryan said, thank you for everything you do for the community, dude. Keep the old man fighter alive, dude. I love this game, man. Oh, shit, what the hell? There we go. I love this game. I feel like this game has done more for me than I've done for it. By a long shot. But I'm glad you're enjoying the show, man. People actually do shit on Mardi Gras over there. It's New Orleans, man. That's where it happens. That's where Mardi Gras actually happens at. Let's go online. Create a lobby. Make sure it's public. There we go. Let's see who's online. So Kill's gonna be dealing with a lot of bullshit at the hospital. They have huge parades with drugs, alcohol, and half-naked women. What a pleasure. Big Nasty. Here goes. Ludicrous Kill. Oh my god, what a fucking menagerie. Lyrical Acid? What the fuck? Lyrical Acid? Yo, why is everybody online right now? Everybody's online. I guess I'm just gonna invite everybody. Fody? Shadow Khan? Oh my god. Cops won't do a damn thing for exposure in public. Only on Mardi Gras, huh? You can see free tits and asses. I can say it all the time though on the computer. On the interwebs. Okay, cool beans. Who wants to play tonight, if anybody? I haven't played in a minute. I have to re-warm up. I haven't played since last Thursday. What am I thinking for Ryu? Standing strong, right? Get in their face. Get in their face. Don't walk backward. As much. Why go to that when you can go to a Mardi Gras event in MapleStory? Is that a real thing, Dix? Do the Maplers show their tits? That'd be sick. I might get off to that. When is Mardi Gras anyway? You said Monday through Thursday? Is it a week-long thing? I guess it must be, huh? You can't touch the characters, but can touch people. That's true. That's true. Probably not always welcome, but you could. I had an ex-girlfriend who punched a guy for, like, basically they were at a bar, they were really fucking drunk, and she was wearing this really, really, like, super duper low-cut top, like, super ridiculous. And she had really big tits, and he just threw his whole face in there. I wasn't there at the time, I only heard the story. I like getting in there, in their face after a hard knockdown, then walking back on their wake-up to do a beta button or throw. Yeah, me too. I do that with both Ryu and Alex. Like, get a knockdown, and then walk up, and then fade back, and then fade back in, or just go for the low forward. For Alex, you know, you go for the crouching short into whatever you want. Same diff, kind of. They have 3 weeks of small parades, then a huge parade on Fat Tuesday. The Lyrical Acid? I haven't watched this guy in forever. I haven't seen him since OE. How's his connection? It was good back in the OE days. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, old. Oh wait, a little bit of hiccup there. A Fat Tuesday's tomorrow. This guy likes empty jump supers, I think, if I remember correctly. Oh, a little bit laggy. Oh, quite laggy. It's alright. It's kind of like, that's not the worst kind of lag in the world. Nice. Oh, he does have parries. Yeah, I can live with this. It's like not consistent. Ooh, wow, okay. So he doesn't empty jump, he empties into buttons a lot, so I have to put some buttons below him. Yeah, Fat Tuesday supposed to eat like all kinds of nasty shit, right?
Go for it.
Okay, he wants me to dash up on him. He stays airborne. He wants to block on Wake Up. Okay, get the taunt. Ooh, got me. Get the taunt. Ah, fuck. So you don't punish that way. Oh, I thought I could do 2 hits there. A little bit laggy. It's okay, though. Not super okay, but it's okay.
Go.
He wants to empty jump super. Oh, fuck. Don't do that. This guy he likes to hit buttons after he lands. Wow, I don't ever seen that setup before. That's some shit right there. 100%. That is definitely some shit right there. SA3 into SA3. That's quite laggy though, Lyrical, quite laggy. We got Puma Zoom. That sounds like a laggy individual. Okay, I'm gonna probably make a new lobby here. Yeah, he doesn't want to parry the anti-air. He can, he seems like he parries really late. He parried me really late one time. Yeah, Zoom is man, how could he be laggy, right? How could he be laggy? Okay, so I'm gonna fight this guy. I feel like I'm getting more frustrated with the lag as time goes on. It's not the worst kind of lag, it's not persistent. It's just, you know, like hiccups. But it makes it kind of hard to deal with his movement. Like he likes to jump, like neutral jump all the time, then just jump at you. It's very frustrating. If I was no lag, it'd be much easier to deal with. I guess I need to be more defensive. He has no game when I'm far away. I'm being too aggressive. Just anti-air him repeatedly. That's fine. Jesus. Nice punish. Just my uppercut. Jump back around house with him, Kenny.
Are you ready? Go.
Woof. Punch with Tatsu. Damn. Okay, he's gonna super soon. Quite laggy. I'm gonna give him the best of 3 and then I'm going to make a new lobby. A private one. Just look about a few minutes ago. Welcome to the world of living, Kenny. We got Puma Zoom readied up this time. Okay, so Zoom versus Lyrical. Oh yeah.
Fighters ready. Engage.
I've got standing around as an anti-air. I use it all the time. That's my favorite anti-air. I used it in the entire first match against him. Okay, whoa, my. Yeah, I'm gonna probably both laggy, right? I'm gonna make a private lobby here. Because this is worse than when I fought Lyrical. Okay. Ugh. Empty jump super. Lag versus lag.
Engage.
Gets a taunt. Gets another taunt. Why not? Counter taunt. Whoa! Spacing. Have you considered playing Hugo? Yeah, I have. Lord Dunny. I like Hugo. He's cool. I would play him, but he's actually considered to be not as strong as Alex. He's kind of like an Alex who's more of a grappler, but less movement, right? Alex is a little more mobile. Oh my god. Okay, that's not safe. Good punish. He's got 2 full bars of SA1. I don't know why he doesn't just burn it. It's not safe. Wish he woke up super there. Yes, he does. Or Johnny, I believe he does. He's a lot slower, but a lot more damaging than Alex is. But, you know, when you have low mobility in this game, it kind of limits your options. I played Alex at my local tourney and got stomped by Chun. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Oof. Jesus. This is not third strike. Okay, good spacing that time. Chun is OP, right? Yeah, Chun is OP. Oof. Okay. Good punish. It's a really tough matchup because the Chun has some basic fundamentals. I think he's got to jump at her. I tried going full in on Alex, but I'm much better with Ken. That is my last match in this lobby, guys. I'm gonna make a new one private and invite some guys. Okay. Makes sense. Oof, man's connection. How was the after this match? How was the game dev stream? It went great, Kenny. It went great. Got a lot of progress. Made a lot of progress. Oof. That's gonna jump at him. So if I can do this, he can get hit with my lag, right?
Final round. Engage.
Makes sense. Every time, dude. Oof. That's best of 3, guys. That's best of 3. Yikes. What's good about Ryu? He does really high damage and really high stun. And he has all the flexibility of a Shoto. Hey, there's Mutant Mensa. I'm gonna get a private lobby, though. And invite him there. Let's see here. EX Fireball is godlike, yeah. Invite you, Big Nasty. I'm gonna invite Mutant Mensa. This dude's already in the other lobby. Mutant Mensa. Big Nasty. Let's see here. Diego Rose online, sick. Here goes nothing, of course. Ludicrous skill. That's everybody, I think. And Fodi. And Shotokan. Let's see who joins in here. It's like a truck, man. He has a great dash and a good Shoto buttons. Never mind, I had to mess with his dash a little bit. I'm thinking about Frankie and how he likes to backdash when he's plus. Gets my brain working. First come, first served, indeed, yeah. Sadly, it's a 4-man lobby. That's how it works. It's not safe. I'm on EX for the record. Didn't want that. Holy shit. I will do it. Get your dash of 3S ass whipping. Right? Get your. Oh, fuck. Do not believe I won't do it. Don't you believe it? Because nothing makes me happier than letting it rip. Getting anxious. Oof. The kid's been coding, yeah. Actually streaming some coding the past couple nights. We got Diego and Big Nasty. Diego. Ken. That means standing medium kick. It means standing strong. It means blocking. It means staying out of the air.
Are you ready?
It means not a lot of roundhouse. Watch the anti-airs. What are we doing there?
Are you ready? Go.
Be careful. No, you can't Lurch on. You can't take those on reaction to the grab itself. You can react to them being near you, and you can react to them dashing up to you. but you can't react to them actually hitting the throw buttons. It starts up in 3 frames.
Battle.
How are you? Yeah, I have no short shorts at all. Kenny's right. I have no confirms. I have no short short into nothing. Nor do I have UOH into nothing.
I got the picture. Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Prepare to strike. Now.
You have to crouch one and then block the rest as a Ryu. Lag Tatsu into Tatsu. The specialty.
Are you ready? Go.
Okay, nice meaty. It's not safe. No punish. Nice, walked into it. For this game, Vencabot and Co. are still hammering out basic details about the story and combat mechanics and skills. I'm trying to focus more on combat and gameplay. We have made good progress today regarding spectate. There we go. Good progress today regarding death, loss, and pre-battle decision making. So I'm so sick talking while using Akuma. But I'm already getting started on trying to get a server client program script going so we can start testing battles. So I'm even impressed. Is Katie still out of the PS4? This man stole that shit?
Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Prepare to strike. Now.
Kappa! You still got your PS4, dude? Punish that. Bad punish there on the Jodan.
Into the heat of battle.
Okay, very dominant there for KD. Nice grab at the corner now. Texting and 3S'ing. It's obviously KD with the Denjin, huh? Got the stun. Big combo. Good block. Move the red Parry there. You don't think that Big Nasty would use Denjin?
You win.
Okay, so who do we got now? It's me, Mutant Mensa, Big Nasty, and oh yeah, Diego. Katie's like, yeah, it totally is Big Nasty.
Battle.
I don't have this PS4 anymore. You gotta buy PS4, Katie. You gotta do what it takes, man. Sell your car.
Engage.
Sell your 1976 Schwinn bike. Sell something. Just you can't play Shotos in this game? I know Big Nasty as a player of Hugo, Alex, and Urian. I think after that last online training, KD is going to lose my PS4 somewhere, huh? He's a PS4 man now. Yeah, I really enjoyed watching Mutant's Steam tournament. I'm kind of surprised by how smooth everything went. Nice parry. MP jump supers for the red parry. Oh my god! Sick parries. That's that. Sick parries. Good. I like how Diego's. I like where his head was at, but Katie's head was already there, man. I like where Diego's head was at, but Katie's head was already there. He was like, yo, block this motherfucker. You're gonna parry all this.
Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
Shibujinrai Kyok!
Fighters ready. Engage.
Makes sense.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Damn, what the fuck? I'm not using any medium kick. He's being very mobile. Mobility is a crazy thing in this game, man. Mobility is a crazy thing in this game.
Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
Because when I fought Frankie, he was more mobile than anybody I've ever fought before. He was always moving the whole time. He'd do this thing again where he would crouching light kick and then backdash. So I would actually, he would make me whiff that way if I was trying to hit buttons too much. The way I look at it typically is if a guy's moving too much, I need to put more buttons out, right? If they're moving a lot, you want to put more buttons out to control their movement, right? Or am I wrong about that? I guess not. I think that one thing that I kind of really understand about this game is the reactions aspect of the game. I really don't have a good grasp of. When I watched Simon Yu play at Frosty Faustings, you know, it made me realize just how much of this game you can, and the same thing with Rage. Rage and Simon are both very reactions-based players. And to me, that's not an aspect I even consider in this game. Who's up, Glass Jaw? The fact that you can train yourself to react to things in the span of a few frames and have that influence your decision-making. Usually I look at battle as being like, you know, in very broad strokes. Like, I have like a you know, 30-frame reaction window at best. So it's like, I have to kind of figure out what my opponent wants to do and then base my game around that, rather than reacting to literally what they do. Wow, that was incredibly sick. Too bad it whiffed at the very end. You guys see that? Did he combo jab into EX flash chop into super? So what if you walked on the subway and saw this? I would definitely keep walking. So, the guy says, dude, I'm ignoring it if I'm late to work as it is, huh? Do they have subways in oh fuck, in Houston? I heard they have some kind of train, right? When people are moving a lot, they're more susceptible to attacks, but they're also, attacks will whiff more often because they're moving so much, right? So it's a double-edged sword. That's the thing. I want to put more buttons out and stop them from moving so much. But if they're moving a lot, that means they're going to be whiffing a lot more.
Go for it.
So how do you put more buttons out? You have to do it you have to get a read for how they're moving, right? You can't say they're moving a lot. You have to get a read for when they move and how they move, then put a button out to stop that movement in particular.
Are you ready? Go.
Because basically, I guess my confusion comes from like there's two kinds of movement, right? There's two kinds of movement. There's movement that's meant to bait a whiff, and there's movement that's meant to get in. If someone is dashing toward you a lot, you can hit them. If they're dashing away a lot, you can hit them if you have a big enough move. But either way, you have to recognize which one they're going to do. What's crazy about Smash Brothers, guys? My friend gave me a piece of advice in Smash Brothers, which is, don't ever do the invincible roll. It's invincible, but it's predictable. Instead, just move around. Make things whiff based on moving around. Don't make things whiff by dodging out of the way with the dodge roll. Make sure you're always just freely moving. Don't get stuck in, don't get like rooted down in a spot. Move freely. That way you can make their attacks whiff and shit. I have to think about how my opponent's moving. What's up, dude? Ooh, he crossed me out. Super sick Yin me. What's up, dude? What's up, Ben? How you doing, man?
Go for it.
It's pepper cut. Ben's like, yo, Kill, where the fuck you been? Yo, Ben, Kill's always around, Ben. Where you been? Kill's always around.
Battle. Well, I got the picture. Well, I got it. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
Got Alex here.
Fighter is ready. Engage.
Alright, nice grab there from Anchovy. Tick grabs, good spacing. I like how he jabbed in the neutral for the tick grab. Had to reset into nothing that time. Wonder why that would be. It's not like Alex can do a whole lot, except for Parry. Alex is a huge stun bar. Wake up and say one good jump there from Mutant. That's not real. Not Mutant. A Muten. Isn't it weird how Mutant plays Necro and Muten plays Necro? It's as everyone is God, huh?
Now.
I love watching Tight Alex play, says Ryan Cruz. Nice challenge there with the medium punch. Guys control this guy there with the fierce. Got it.
You win.
Hyper Bam. Hyper Bam. Got Diego. He's my buff boy of choice. I love Alex as well. I'm going to be playing Alex here probably starting next week. If not sooner. Maybe go back and forth between Alex and Ryu.
Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
Basically a watered down Big Mark. Huh? Welcome back, Cow says. Ooh. At the corner. Oh, come dashing up there. I feel like Diego loves to dash up. You made Mark leave earlier? What platform, Kill?
Fighters ready. Engage.
Wow, hit 4 times? Good block on the overhead? On Steam, okay. Oh yeah, isn't he, he goes by some, what's his name on Steam? Nice. Whoa, my god. Something about Cram, right? It's like his name backwards. Is it Big Mark backwards? Like Gib Cram, something like that? Yeah, something like that, yeah, Gib Cram.
Battle. Well, I got the picture. Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Oof, got me.
You win. Battle. Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting.
So we're seeing, my friend Anchovies played Ryu before he started playing Necro, I think.
Now.
He was a Ryu player, then he started picking up Necro. Okay, control the sky there. Okay, waiting for the uppercut there. He reset, waiting for the uppercut.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Interesting, I'm not sure he wanted that Jodan or not. Sometimes you gotta block.
You win.
Is that true? Sometimes you gotta block? I used to always block every jump in this game. And now I'm at a point in my development where I want to anti-air every single jump in. And that doesn't always work out. I almost feel like, you know, you have to mix it up. But it's tough. Do you ever want to block a jump in? Maybe not. Maybe you don't ever want to block a jump in, huh? Maybe if you blocked up and you fucked up. That's what it feels like sometimes. Like maybe you want to anti-air in a variety of ways.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Including parrying. Characters have different jump arcs, so it makes it hard to use the same buttons. That's true, but one thing I've also been learning is that you can't anti-air with a single button press almost ever. It's very risky to anti-air with a single button press. You usually want to do it with like a jump back something, or with some kind of combo. Nice movement there. See, he was kind of plus there and he backdashed. That was a really bad punish on the 360. Nice. Yeah, it's not only the arc and the character familiarity, it's also the fact that they can parry and punish you. It's oftentimes risky to attempt to parry a jump in. It's oftentimes too risky to attempt to parry a jump in. You think so? I've been having a lot of success lately with parrying jump ins. When I play as Alex, people parry my jump ins freely, it seems like. Bones says needs more hands. You mean like the 5 hands? He only has a couple hands right now. Whoa, how did that whiff? I'm surprised actually he was able to backdash out of that. No more Smash, Bootcamp. No more Smash indeed. We're done with Smash. We're back to a long play. I love Smash deeply. I had a lot of fun playing it. It's just it's too exhausting. It says, wait, I'm not allowed to be here. God damned your host. God damned your host. Uppercut. Not a bad play for from Diego there.
Well, I got to pick it.
Yeah, it's actually boot camp. It's KD Alpha playing. Oh, there's gonna be fear indeed, Kel. That's our current long play. fuck? How did that come out? Okay. Let's go, Kyo.
Are you ready? Go.
I don't know how to punish if I can't reach my close spheres. How did that come out as a fucking far fierce? I don't understand. So I don't think I can punish with that.
You win.
I should probably hit the crouching fierce or the knee. Because low forward comes out in 7 frames. Knee probably comes out in like 4 frames. I think that I can knee from further than I can fierce. I get really frustrated because I don't know how close I have to be for my close fierce to come out. Sometimes I'll be pretty far away and the close fierce comes out. Other times I'll be point blank and the far fierce will come out. I'm pretty sure if I block that entire super, I can't standing fierce. Crouch strong into Tatsu. Crouch strong into Tatsu. Okay, crouch strong is also an option that'll cancel. Thank you, Solodolo.
Engage.
I thought you were playing Alex. It's March. Yeah, I'll probably be playing a little bit of Alex as time goes on. But I also don't want to kind of lose my place I'm at with Ryu right now. I don't even have punishes with them yet. So if I can get my close fierce, if they're like pressing up against me with their super, I can get close fierce. But if I'm too far for close fierce, I really don't know what to do a lot of the time. Doesn't quite have stun yet. I like that. Put a meat on top of him. Nice punish. Low forward into L kick Jodan or roundhouse Jodan, huh? Yeah, he kept blocking my low forward. I was trying to get Jodan into. I was trying to get low forward into Katsu. Okay. Challenge. Life lead. Good throw tech there from KD. So why like a Tatsu and not the roundhouse Tatsu? If I were to get a punish.
You win.
Start doing distractions instead of just doing moves straight forward. Like just hit buttons.
Yeah, I'm waiting for this.
What's a good distraction, Kyo? Like jabs? Whiff buttons early.
Well, I got you. Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
You mean on Oki?
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Okay. Whiff standing medium punch, then go for a low, or whiff a crouching strong, and then just wait to see what they do. Okay. So Diego loves to hit a lot of buttons. He doesn't like to block that much.
Prepare to strike. Now.
You are baiting reactions. Baiting reactions. Okay. So I can punish their reaction. In the neutral, then hit buttons that are plus or near plus. Oh, Diego got that.
Final round. Engage.
Raw super start of the round, holy shit. What a parry. Not a great punish, but you got a punish at least. Also build meter constantly by whiffing, crouching strong or low forward, or standing strong. Okay. My problem with whiffing for meter as Ryu compared to Alex. Alex's standing medium punch is a good button to whip for meter and it recovers really fast. If I'm whipping for meter with Ryu, I feel like get self-conscious about how still I'm standing. Need to be a threat, so need meter to deal out punishment. I feel like crouching strong and standing strong have a very long recovery on them, so I feel like if I'm whiffing that button, I'm not like moving. I kind of want to like try and move a little bit or try and apply pressure. I'm gonna try it.
I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Crouching strong is fast and safe in most cases. Maybe just don't mash it. Maybe just hit it.
Go. You win. Battle.
It's a full lobby mutant. It's a full lobby. You just have to get comfortable with playing the game at a faster pace. I think that means reactions, right? I think one of my big weaknesses is I have no reactions. My brain doesn't play the game at that fast of a pace.
Engage.
I need to challenge more light buttons. That's part of playing the game at a faster pace. Try to be a little more aggressive, but with purpose. When I fight guys that, quote, rush me down, they're just doing a bunch of fake shit. Don't just play autopilot like an idiot. They're doing things that are -1, and then doing another button that's -1, and so on and so forth, right? Until I challenge out with a light button. That's what it feels like. They're bobbing back and forth between being slightly positive and slightly negative.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
But it doesn't matter, they're still pressing buttons because they know I'm gonna block. Because I don't want to react, I don't really react in time to challenge. So if I'm not challenging, if I'm not keeping them honest, they can just always use their fast buttons. And their fast dashes. Well, you have to keep them honest by, whenever they're negative, pop them. They have to be more careful about how they, approach you that way, right? Because they're not always plus. Or if they are plus, they're only slightly plus. Apex Legends, huh? Remember, you have plus buttons and good buttons. That's true, too. I'm just not as willing to hit them. Because even my plus buttons have startup time.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Nice. What's up, Skesto? You could beat the guy you just played by being ready to walk under his moves and hitting close HP until he stops jumping.
Now.
It's not safe. What's up, Sick Still? Certain spacing makes up for startup times that are longer. Just keep grinding and you'll start to figure out spacing where you want to be. Yeah, I know that intellectually. I know intellectually, of course, that if you're farther away, your startup time is effectively faster, right? Effectively, at certain spacings, if you use the right button, then because your opponent's button can't beat you at their equivalent space, then your button is effectively faster. But I have trouble because people dash around and they move, right? They're moving, so that space is always shifting. Which, of course, is it's a huge part of the game. That's footsies, in a nutshell. They dashed and walked backwards or jumped back.
Fighters ready. Engage.
You have the ability to reset spacing the way you want.
You win.
Yeah. I have to control the dash. Because the dash has startup time too, obviously.
Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting.
Just because they dash doesn't mean you have to challenge it.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Ah, son of a bitch! No fucking way did I fucking uppercut right there.
Fighters ready. Engage.
You have in your mind that you must try to anti-air all the time or stop dashing. That's a normal reaction to any fighting game, right? You're saying they don't have to always challenge it. I could just block. So when I was watching Mutant play the other night on the Jazzy online fundraiser number 8, it blew my mind how he would just block. Digger was a friend of mine. He's the first ever follower we had on YouTube, Mutant. He's a Ken player. But you have to mix it up when the challenge when to hold back.
Into Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
I didn't mean to dash there. It's not safe. I parried that. Yeah, you played a lot on OE back in the day.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Whoa, that was far. Not safe.
Final round. Engage.
Damn, I wanted to look forward, would have worked too.
You win.
So whenever I go for a low forward, he always tries to parry my fireball. So I've been trying to just dash up and grab him after I do a low forward. Got 40. I don't know. My mentality was the same exact. I need to fix my mentality. It was the same mentality I always use, which was just, you know, get it. Just get it, right? It's just that I changed up how I got it. I wasn't really playing any more defensive.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Oh, that's not good. The Ryu still plays too risky on offense. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I know. I'm playing too risky. I'm being too aggressive.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
I don't know how to find the balance between offense and defense. Nice. It's spacing. How do you mean? Am I too close? Is that what you mean? Once you know how to space, and balance will come.
Engage.
So what am I thinking for spacing? Nice. Well, you wanted that. Nice. Hyper jumped over my roundhouse. When you have someone knocked down in the corner, why do you always set yourself up right on top of your opponent? Because I want to hit a button. I want to keep them under pressure. But I guess you're saying I could walk back and try and control the corner, right? Try and control the space there. Once your balance attack camera on your head, you will head yours foes with a balanced attack. There's the sub cavies. 11 months. I feel like it's been longer than that, man. Okay, mutant. So you're saying I'm being too aggressive with my positioning. I need to consider space as a resource.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Sure, see, like certain normals you do are bad at spacing, like this Jenny Roundhouse, and definitely sweeps.
Now.
Bad spacings. Oof. Up close sweeping is a bad situation because good players punish you 9% of the time, yeah. Even in far range, if you whiff a sweep, you're in a bad situation as well. It's pretty easy to whiff punish a sweep. It's not that hard to whiff punish. I still don't understand what you guys mean. Like KG says, I feel like Ryu's sweet spot's under the clock. I don't understand what that means. You mean in the corner, right?
Now.
Because made in the corner, okay. Let's get back to basics. Okay. Diego's back.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
I think KG, you only have Steam, don't you, KG? Or you also have PS4. You better not have PS4, motherfucker. You never played this before. It was cool to see you play on Steam, KG. I watched Mutants tournament. In the corner, you want to be at a certain space where you can react to their wake-up buttons. Yeah. And try and keep it from jumping out, right? Then it would not end. I'm surprised it went as long as it did. I mean, why? I couldn't figure it out why. I mean, a lot of fights were done off stream. We almost streamed like none of losers practically. And the spec tech only was a problem. You know, I mean, it was a problem for sure. It was like Cry Mountain. It just seemed like it wasn't that big of a problem. Maybe I wonder how much time was wasted, all things considered, waiting for the lobbies to work.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Because, I mean, we have to sacrifice Gokis, right? What's faster, sacrificing a Goki or waiting for the lobbies to work in general? If the lobbies worked 100% of the time, the stream would have been at least 1 hour shorter. Wow. lot of good fights, a lot of cool players as well. If you're covering their options and still inflicting fear because they're in the corner, and plus they can't walk back, right? I can control that space. More or less.
Prepare to strike. Now.
If I'm too close in the corner, and I guess wrong with my meaty, like let's say I do like crouching short and they block it, right? They block it twice. Now I'm in a spot where they can jump out a lot easier. I really can't react to their jump out as well. If I'm a little further back, I can space my buttons, and also I can... Maybe I should look at it like this, right? If they're in the corner, I can use my heavier buttons.
You win.
Remind me, Venka, why you don't just create lobby and invite players to play in their tourney matches. That's what I do, mutants. That's what I do. Right? Is there a misunderstanding here? Remind me, Venka, why you don't just create lobby and invite players to play in their tourney matches. Oh, I don't always mutant. In fact, I usually try not to. Sometimes I recreate lobbies if the other lobby was kind of like haunted. Like if you had a problem in the lobby, let's say that we couldn't spectate a match or something like that. But typically I try to just stay in one lobby. But yeah, I do leave sometimes and recreate if there's a problem.
Prepare to strike. Now.
No punish. See, like when I fight Urians, they stay far back when I'm in the corner. Part of that Parry, though.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Too close. Oh wow, too far. Damn.
You win.
That crime, this is KD's KD playing on Big Nasty's account. I guess Scrub is online.
Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Fighters ready. Engage.
How you doing, Frank? Empty jump grab. Okay. Parrying a fireball. That's not safe. He doesn't understand the power of the Red Bull. Big Nasty uses Papa Smurf. A big blue Urian, kind of like K-Reg Jr. uses.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Do pretty well, Frank. This game gives me a headache as always. Trying to pick up some new ways to think about the game. Some new mentalities. Thanks, Frank. I like this shirt as well. I've been wearing this shirt for probably more than 10 years. Like most of my clothes. It all goes back to high school.
You win. All right, that's cool. battle. Well, yeah, I've been waiting for this. Fighters ready. Engage.
I can really delay that timing. Damn, no cancel. Damn, it's my fucking cancels. This is NoMoreFunland. There's a spot, dude.
Into the heat of battle.
Are you on PS4, my friend? Let's go, dude. What's your PS4 name, NoMoreFunland?
You win.
Are you on my friends list already? So we got caviles. I will cavies sometime this month.
Battle. Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
I think I would like to fight NoMoreFunland. Because I've never fought him before, at least not recently. I think we fought on Steam once upon a time. So I wonder if Diego and KD will get some good matches in the meantime, in cavies.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
Cav took the spot. I'm going to take a break in a second, though, so Rowan can take my spot. Okay, says KD. Okay. Okay, says KD.
Fighters ready. Engage.
We have another hour left on stream, guys. Probably more than an hour. Prime, Ryu... I've said before, he gives me a headache because he's so much more involved than Alex is mentally. But, you know, I feel like he's easier to win with by far. You know, Alex is like, I feel like my brain more or less turns off and, you know, I win or lose. But with Ryu, I feel like if I make the right decisions, I can win. I don't feel that way with Alex. I don't know, I feel like I have a better understanding of offense. I just picked Ryu in the first place to learn how to be more offensive, and it seems to be working. I feel like when I play Ryu, because his buttons are so much stronger, I feel more encouraged to hit them a lot. So I feel like I understand that. I have to consider how to be defensive with Ryu, to be honest. I have to learn how to be more defensive with Ryu. Whereas with Alex, I feel like the way that I win with him is just to turtle.
You win.
With Ryu, I feel like I want to get in there and press buttons.
Battle. Well, I got this. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
I feel like if I use that same mentality with Alex of getting there and press buttons, it doesn't work. But when I fight Alex as Ryu, it makes me feel like I need to utilize Alex's strengths better as well. Because though he doesn't play like Ryu, you can't play on the ground like Ryu can. He does have You know, some pretty decent tools, most of which are airborne. I would never play Dungeon Ryu, no.
Go.
If I want to play Dungeon Ryu, I would just play Alex instead. I find the mentality to be kind of similar. The idea behind, you know, Dungeon Ryu is kind of similar, like just playing Alex. But with Alex, it's kind of like you have Dungeon the whole match. Because you just have to jump in and hit it fucking fierce. Then once you got them knocked down, then you can hit them with standing fierce, right? I wonder how much... It's not fair to say, because of course Dungeon's unblockable and gets stunned.
Well, yeah, I've been waiting for this.
Yep.
Prepare to strike. Now. Fighters ready. Engage.
What we went for there? Down parry? Dungeon Ryu is so fun, but I get that. Alex has more meterless stun pressure, huh? Good games, Katie. I think Funland probably on my friends list, huh? I hope so. Maybe under a different name? No More Funland, there he is. I almost never go for a high meaty. There's not an overhead.
Go.
Why would I? Because I can cancel off of it? Because I'm plus off of it, unlike my overhead? Like if I were to hit strong, right? If I hit strong, I can cancel into EX Fireball, the same as I can for low forward and EX Fireball. And they can't parry it low. And if they're blocking, then I'm still plus. As long as I don't cancel it. Or again, if I mean, hell, maybe I shouldn't even cancel it. Just hit that strong button, right? If I hit the strong button and they block it, I'm plus. So I can hit a crouching short or something, or UOH. If they parry it, then I can block.
Now.
And if it hits, it's the same situation. I can just see UOH or low forward, or crouching light kick, right? I'm still plus either way. And it comes out fast. The less options you choose to use, the less your opponent has to consider. There's that too. I just mean in terms of, you know, going for a high versus a UOH, or like an overhead. I tend to mix up my meaties to like low forward, sweep, and towards beacon punch, and grab, of course. If you're simplifying the Oki for your opponent, then you're doing their work for them. It seems to me like, the way I look at it, Katie, is that all other options are derivative from those options, and they're all the same. right? Is there a difference? If I'm meaty with another high button, what's the difference? Because am I simplifying the OK game for them, or am I just, is the game already simplified? That's what I feel like. Right? Is the game already simplified?
Wait.
It's a spacing thing, right? That's what it is. It's a spacing thing, right? Different buttons, I can use different spacings. Make it hard for them to guess what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I'm waiting. Well, I got it. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Are you ready? Go.
This man stays airborne. Spacing, timing, cancelability. That's the difference. Spacing, timing. So even if, let's say that... Okay, I think I understand. This guy surprisingly doesn't want to uppercut me. You can also bait stuff. By baiting and doing something last second, you can freeze your opponent. Yeah. You can freeze your opponent or force him to react on Oki. Different buttons on Oki to mix up timings and stuff. Make it harder for them to see what the hell's going on, what's going to happen. Or to bait stuff.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Whoa, what a trade!
Fighters ready. Engage. Final round. Go for it.
Oh, fuck, on fireball right there. I'm essentially trying to keep my opponent in chaos. If it feels like I'm random and crazy, they don't know what to expect, which allows me to use their fear against them. At a higher levels, though, the game kind of changes and scrambles don't happen as often because spacing and defense is more efficient. Thanks, Bachmeyer. Welcome aboard, dude.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Fighters ready. Engage.
Yeah, I know that, Katie. I recognize the way you play. Of course that's how you play. It's just that, you know, you can play that way because you're so comfortable with your spacings, right? And your reaction time. That's what I feel like. Because if you were playing randomly, of course that means that you have got a lot of openings, right? So I feel like when people play aggressively, you're just playing aggressive. That's what it means to play aggressively, right, KD? To be unpredictable in this game, and to try and to, you know, because of course you're pressing a lot of stuff and moving a lot, but it's still very hard to fuck with. It's very hard to fuck with. It's very hard to press a button and to slow you down. Bog says, I read your tweets the other night. Hope things are fine, Bogmeyer. Sometimes I'm just overwhelmed by gratitude. Hope you're doing well as well. So I've got, you know, like anybody, I've got a lot of shit going on in my head all the time. Because when I first started, I wanted to go ham on offense. My theory has always been, since the beginning, that you can't go ham on offense. Right? This game is a two-sided game, offense and defense. That's what my hope was, anyway.
Are you ready? Go.
By going ham on offense, you are making yourself vulnerable to the correct defense. So I don't think you're going ham. Ham is not, because you have to know what you're doing. You have to be considerate. Offensive sometimes can be the best defensive. Welcome aboard, Kimmy Jim. Offense is my defense, he says. Offense is defense if you space your buttons out, correct? That's what you're supposed to, that's why you space buttons the way that you're supposed to. That's how footsies works, right? If you use the right space, your buttons come out nigh instantly, compared to your opponent's buttons at that same space. So that means I can't press buttons. I didn't know what button to press. That's my problem. I don't know what button to press, right? At the same spot.
Prepare to strike. Now.
And reaching with your own pose.
Go.
Nice. Damn, so hard to block that. When it goes over your head. I'm used to playing as Alex, where it doesn't go over your head as much. Spacing is positioning. Footsies is the poking movement game in between the spacing. That doesn't make any sense to me, Kemichin. But thank you, though. But my gamble is they won't know the correct defense because it's random. But it's more of a feeling after years of playing subconsciously. I'm sorry, that's just Kemichin. I'm missing you. We're playing the rock, paper, scissors, and I'm betting I'm better at guessing than my opponent. I don't believe that's true, Kitty. I just can't believe that. I think that doesn't work, right? You can't press random buttons, can you? No way. Spacing is positioning. A footsies is a poking movement game, but in between that spacing. Knowing where to be and what to press isn't really random, but it's more of a feeling after years of playing subconsciously. A good player knows where to stand without thinking about it. Oh yeah, Kill, yeah, Shoryu for days. Anytime my opponent always press buttons on my wake up, I'll always Shoryu.
Are you ready? Go.
Spacings is putting yourself in a position to be able to play better defense, offense, or be able to react to things. So I'm talking, when I say spacing, I'm talking about getting to a spot for a certain button. That's incorrect. There's more to it than just being in a spot where a certain button is strong. Yeah, I think you're right, Kamijin. Whether it be by walking, dashing, jumping, or special moves that move your character.
Final round. Now.
Let me put it this way, Katie. If I know how far my buttons reach, and as soon as you enter that spot, or you're in a position where your button will enter that spot, and I press that button, I will always win, right? Unless I whiff. I guess, so maybe you can be random? Here's something I've always had a problem with, right? If let's say that you're at standing strong spacing for Ryu, right? You're at standing strong spacing. You're like 5 pixels outside of my range. Right. I want to press standing strong because if you press a button, my standing strong will win. Right? If you're standing there neutral, you're not pressing any buttons, and I press standing strong, none of your buttons will come out fast enough to beat my standing strong. Right? Because you can't reach me, but I can reach you. But if you don't press a button, you delay it, and you press standing jab into fireball instead, then you'll hit my recovery, right? You can get counter hit, parried, or punished by players who walk in and out of that range. Yeah, but I mean, hypothetically speaking, if I press standing strong at that spot, and you press, you know, a button that you think, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. Basically what I'm trying to get at here is that if you delay your light button, you can beat my standing strong, right? That's always confused me. Yeah, I've actually read that guide. I understand a lot of it intellectually, but I don't understand how it applies in the actual heat of the moment. There are things that I have questions about it mentally. I know it, you know, I said intellectually. But in terms of the actual, when the game is actually in motion, I don't really understand it that much.
You win.
Because if I hit standing strong, right, and you delay a jab, you will hit my standing strong, right? You will hit on the recovery of it. That's a whiff punish. But the problem is, the thing is, it's not really, it's a whiff punish, but it's not, you're not reacting to my strong, right? You're not reacting to my strong. You just delayed your button. This is the reason why SA1 sucks a bit, because you can be out poking, but none of it leads to much. So you are just winning small trades.
Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Prepare to strike. Now.
Oh, nice.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Oof, parry too soon.
You win.
I walked up and did show you after a second, right? I'll run up and throw someone like 8 times if I smell the fear. Because I got into a range where I forced you to do something and Shoryu punishes a lot of options. You get the Oki game though, Cammy.
Battle.
How about instead of hitting buttons to stuff your opponent, you are now trying to guess parry in a closer space and convert that parry into crouching heavy kick EX Jodan juggle, yeah. I like winning the small little trades. That's a game I want to play. I hate the parry mechanic in this game. You guys have been long-time viewers, you guys know that. I know that it's a good way to get a lot of damage. That's a problem I have with this game, is how much damage you can get off of a parry. My ideal game, the way I play this game, when I have the most fun is when I'm like in neutral and not getting any fucking damage off my combos at all. Just hitting a button and then I hit him, or I guess wrong, he hits me, and we do that for an entire match. It doesn't take you very far in 3S, but yeah, I'll bet. In high level 3S, you will notice sets of micro parries close to them. When I fight Mutant
Go.
or Frankie, they will walk up. They will walk up and they will parry. They'll walk into my range where I'm likely to hit a button, and they will parry that button. Right? That's what Sick is talking about. Instead of hitting a button to hit me, instead they are walking into my range and then parrying to catch my button. It's a pleasure fighting NoMoreFunland. It's good to fight a Goku who's not really laggy. Let me say this then. If KD is playing randomly, hitting buttons at random, then there is no footsies there, right?
Prepare to strike.
You're not paying attention to how far you are when you're choosing a button to press? You're just pressing a button? That's what I don't understand about the idea of a random play. You can get pretty far without parrying, but 3S is a game about adjusting. The more of tools you have, the wider range of players you can beat. My big problem with parries is guess parries, and how much reward you get off of them. That's my problem with parry system. My ideal parry is a parry where it's like the way Mutant parries. But Mutant parries, he will walk into my space and then parry my button before it even comes out. To me, that's what parrying is all about. But the idea of like a guess parry on Wake Up and getting, you know, like a huge percentage of damage off of it, that really frustrates me. Or parry buffers after when you're negative, that really pisses me off too. I'm just dashing and jumping, and because neutral doesn't exist online most of the time.
You win. Battle. Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Prepare to strike. Now.
Damn, it's so frustrating. I can uppercut those, I think. This was Rana's tattoo so frustrating online.
Are you ready? Go.
Nice. I like to walk backward after we use negatives.
Final round. Go.
Makes sense. Ooh, I wanted to throw there. I got the backdash. Boy, it's so hard to punish that. When I block that as Ryu with the Alex, I can just grab him out of it. But it's a lot harder to punish it with Ryu. I have to block it and uppercut it, I think. Because if I stand block the whole thing... So with Alex, you crouch under the first couple hits of the Tatsu, and you stand and block the rest. Or just crouch under the whole thing.
I got it. Yeah. I've been waiting for this. Fighters ready. Engage.
If you can't learn to punish, what more can they teach you, huh? Always losing to the real good players. I just got... What, we got some trash talk in the chat? Just get better and play honest, so we all get better. I think that you can play all you want. Small ego because I'm not adjusting myself to you. Is Cammy flexing? I think the bigger ego is expecting someone to adjust to fit you. Is it contention because Cammy said she buys everybody she plays? I don't think Cammy would duck a strong player, right? Kimmy's not ducking in the chat, right? If she's not ducking, and she's winning, then good.
You win.
I don't see the problem is sick that still. Fighter and beater.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
We're talking about how important strong play is in this game, and how important it's not. Right? It sounds like Sick That's Dope's argument is play honest, and then brag about your wins or whatever. But if playing dishonest gets you wins in this game against strong players, then that's the way to play, right? Maybe in this game, honesty is not that strong. How do you play honestly in this game, right? In a game that's so much about reads and understanding your opponent and guessing, is there an honest way to play in this game? How do you do it? This game has, like, reverse honesty.
Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Are you ready? Go.
Oops. I wanted that, but still oops.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Nice. Damn, where's my EX?
Final round. Go for it.
Oh, what a crossover.
You win.
What's up, Big Nasty? Yo, this chat. I think guys are missing each other's points. I don't understand what sick that dope's point is in the first place. I think we all agree that Cammy's right? Where if you're playing online and you can't punish and you can't stop your opponent's aggression, then it's the onus on learning how to do that falls on the player who's getting beaten, right? Like, you have to learn to deal with that kind of aggression. You simply cannot. If they don't know how to play the game that well, you cannot play a game against them as though they were a stronger player, right? Because it's not going to work as well, for one thing. You have to get the damage you can get. So if you can get damaged by going ham, that's what you should do, right? And they have to figure out how to slow you down. Is that, you would disagree with that, that's dope? If your opponent is not punishing you and not blocking correctly, and not otherwise being defensive correctly, you have to hit them with everything you've got. Right? I'm not saying don't win how you want, but there is some ego in acting like you are a big brain smart guy for beating scrubs with your style. Yeah, but we're talking about, you know, if that style loses, I agree. Don't ever, if you're beating scrubs online, don't brag like you're that strong, right? If you're only beating scrub, but if you're beating strong players, then by all means, say what you want. Yeah, beating scrubs with your style is not that hard. If you're not fighting stronger players, for sure. You can have any style you want and beat a scrub.
You win.
I think Dope is saying there's a right way to play, and if you're just dogging someone, then you're robbing them of the experience of learning how to play the game correctly. I don't know. It sounds like his problem is that Cammy's doing his flexing. He thinks she's not that strong of a player. But, you know, that's fine. Beer.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Are you ready? Go.
So it's true, he's not full of shit. That Cammy June did just say in my chat, she clowns everyone she plays, which is a little bit salty of a thing to say if you're only fighting guys that aren't that good. I can see how that could cause some frustration.
Are you ready? Go.
Says, but I'ma not play you. It'd be different if I said you're a bitch, but I'ma not play you, yeah. Yes, I don't care if people want to talk about how great they are as long as they're not dead.
Final round. Go for it.
It's like Katie's saying she's confident. She thinks her style is confident. Does Katie have Steam? Oh no, how did I get the uppercut there? Good shit.
You win.
We can play it right now, guys. Kim, you on Steam? Dope, you on Steam? We'll get this set right now. I'll plug in that computer right now. I don't like this negativity in my chat. We gotta settle it. Can we join ST, she says. What platform are you on, Sick That's Dope? You got a problem with Kimmy saying that she's bodying people on Steam? Don't get bodied. Right? You said she's not that strong, right?
Are you ready? Go.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like Kamie's talking shit in my chat, but when you say you're not even that strong, you gotta be able to beat them. There are guys that beat me who I think are not that strong in the game, all things considered, but I would never say they're not strong because they beat me. Consistently. If you're out here saying people aren't that strong, you gotta be able to beat them. Otherwise, drop it. Kimmy said that she clowns quote everyone she plays. Who in the chat's gonna step up and knock her off her high horse?
Go.
Taking it mad personal, first of all. Second, I'm way better than you. Could learn from what I'm saying if you really want to get better. Okay, so I'm seeing more shit talk from Sick That's Dope about how much stronger he is, but he's not gonna fight. True or false, Sick That's Dope? He said he's way better. So please don't talk shit in my chat, guys. You guys are not going to. Ever in LA, hit me up. Oh my god. Okay. Uppercut. Yo. Oh, this is NoMoreFunland. I thought it was Diego. I was like, holy shit. Yeah, he's ducking, dude. I play as Red Venom, Big Game James. No ego here, just saying. I'll beat you in ST too. Play. Let's play. It says don't play online. There you go. This man's ducking.
I've been waiting for this. Are you ready? Go.
Okay, nice. Nice. Yeah. I'm with Cammy on this one.
Prepare to strike. Now.
This James character in my chat. Talk about how much stronger he is than Cammy. You're not even that strong, shut up. I could body you any day of the week. But not today. That's a bunch of bullshit. Oh, wow. I deserve that. I'm running really far away. I gotta get in there and hit some buttons.
You win.
Yeah. No one I know has ever seen you IRL, bro. Says sick, that's dope.
Battle. Well, yeah, I've been waiting for it. Yeah, I've been waiting for it. Into the heat of
Diego.
battle. Go for it.
At the corner. Walk up, Kareb. Wow, he's just standing fierce. Sick, you're the one getting crazy online.
Are you ready? Go.
You basically called Cammy trash, now you refuse to fight her. I don't understand. You come online, call people trash, and then say, come meet me in my home turf? That's crazy to me. Just be humble. Don't come and talk shit if you're not gonna back it up. I don't understand that, man. You are tripping like crazy, my dude. All I have to do is not say anything. All I gotta do is just be cool. I gotta talk shit and then be like, yeah, I'm not gonna fight you though.
You win.
I don't get it, man. You guys are so confusing to me. It doesn't look like it's rocket science. It sounds like not rocket science.
Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for it. Yeah.
I don't understand. So Cammy's, you know, not that strong in the game, but strong enough to beat you online. You don't play online. Because online is different. Don't get me wrong. Online is different, of course. It's very different in some cases. But that's where Cammy plays, right? That's what she's talking about. She's talking about playing online. You're saying you can beat her any day of the week? Come play. He only plays on cam. I don't think I've ever seen him play online, but maybe GGBO a few times. That's cool. I didn't say I'd lose online either, but I don't have the game online, unfortunately, anymore. Okay, so. I think Cammy has Fight Cave, though. Like it's free. So I'm just saying, be courteous, guys. Be courteous. Right? Don't talk shit about somebody and then not back it up at all. If you can't back it up, then just don't talk. It's not hard. Why would you talk? We have a conclusion.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Are you ready? Go.
Oh, fuck. So I like to walk backwards a lot, which makes my walk-up throw strategy not as strong. My style, if you will. It's basing.
Are you ready? Go.
No, let's be clear, Cammy. You flexed. You did flex. And Red Venom didn't like it. He didn't care for your flex. I respect that. I respect that part. But if someone flexes and you're not gonna be the one to put them in their spot, then you can't say anything about it. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying that your flex is justified, Cammy. I'm kind of salty about that too, to be honest. But I didn't say anything about it, so I'm not trying to fight you online right now. But Red Venom did say something about it, but he's not trying to fight you online right now. So that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say, guys. You can dislike someone's flex if you want, but don't talk about it unless you're gonna back it up. You can hold that shit in your chest forever. Oh, come on, I parried that. I didn't flex on how I play. I explained... Well, Kimmy, you did say, and I quote, I clown everyone I play against. That's a quote you can find in the chat if you scroll up. Yo, I be talking smack about Venko, says the cow says. Venko Ba is not a nice person. He dislikes eating Cheetos, I do, actually. And vodka shots, I actually do. And he can't do the cha-cha.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
I'm better than you. Hold that shit. I've won all this. That seems to be the impression I get when someone says they clown everybody they play. To me, that means... So if what I'm saying from Stick That Stupid argument is that it seems like you're saying, I play really ham, and I win all the time.
Prepare to strike. Now.
By extension, my style is strong. And it sounds like Stick That Stupid thinks that's not a very strong style. And that you actually wouldn't win that much. Yeah, very anticlimactic, right? A whole bunch of, I didn't say this, I didn't say that. Yeah, you wouldn't play. I don't mind guys who don't want to play. That doesn't bother me at all. But again, you can't also talk shit at the same time. If you want to talk shit, that's cool too. Make sure that you're in a position where you can play.
Now.
Ooh, little back dash there. Cow says, mic drop, cow out. Always a pleasure, Cow says. Guys, we're gonna be playing this game for another probably like 20 minutes or so. And then we're gonna play some Fear. Salty says, is Akuma playable online in Street Fighter 2 Turbo? I can select offline, but it's difficult online. I think he... Oh, he's not? Oh, wow. I guess, yeah, he's considered to be, like, broken tier in that game, right? Yeah, Goki's not playable, right? Yeah, he's broken tier, okay. You can select him online still, just not on 30th ranked, I believe. What, if you mean if you're a lobby, you can play him?
Battle. Well, yeah, I've been waiting with it. Yeah, I've been waiting with it. Are you ready? Go.
People probably wouldn't like you playing him, yeah, I'll bet. So Funland sticking with Ken, Caviles sticking with Ryu. Good spacing there from Caviles. Could cancel into Denjin, he has trouble with that sometimes. Oh no, drops his combo.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Woke up with a crouching strong there. It's not safe, no punish though. I remember there was a big stink about it on 30th launch. So you can play him in lobbies. I don't think that's necessarily a terrible thing. I guess you can't ban people, right? Back in OE, you could ban characters from your lobby, which makes sense. So I think that he should be able to be played in lobbies. I mean, he's in the game. It could be fun for somebody. But I can also see how if it was your lobby, you'd be pissed off when a guy was in there just bodying guys with Akuma. The problem is not really that you can play him in lobbies. The problem would be if you can't ban him from a lobby. Shout out to Digital Eclipse and their shitty-ass lobby system. Cav's still alive. Let's go, Caviles. That's my dude. The man's from Arizona.
Now.
Okay, punish that. Got the corner at least. Oh, no! Okay, not a great punish. Whoa, what a dash! No way you wanted that dash. He's out of the corner now. Cav is swinging for the fences with those sweeps. Oh my god. Okay. Caught dashing up there. Buffers into super. Let's go. It's a Flava Sale.
You win. I've been waiting for this. The fighter's ready. Engage.
Ooh, nice. I could have punched that better. Oh, it's not safe. No punish though. Oh, he was waiting for that. Nice punish. Ooh, missed my uppercut there. It's like I wake up, I get meaty sometimes before I'm even aware I'm woken up.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Damn, that's fucking active. Are you fucking kidding me? Nice parry. Small lag spike there. I deserve that. With my uppercut there. Ooh, nice. Oof, got me. We confirm.
You win. I've been waiting for this. Prepare to strike. Now.
For the first time ever today, I walked under my opponent and pierced them. And it felt good. It felt good when they jumped at me. I did it twice. I think I did it 3 times, but it was parried 2 of those times. I can also dash, right? What do you guys think? Is it faster for Ryu to dash across the screen? Or to walk across the screen? Or is it the same speed? Toward dash. Can we agree that Ryu's backdash is slower than his slower than his back walk? Right? He covers more ground instantaneously, but if you're trying to cover as much ground as possible, his walk is actually faster. You guys think that's true? His dash is so... It's got a pretty long recovery. His backdash, I mean. Pretty long recovery. And it does move fast. It moves from here to here really, really fast. But then it has to recover. I think that in that recovery time, you could have actually probably walked back further. I ask because if someone's jumping over me with Ryu, am I advised to dash? Like, can I dash under them and then hit a button? Is that better in some circumstances than walking? Or is walking just faster in general or the same speed? Am I just better off just walking under them? Like, do I cover more distance with a dash than with a walk? I guess it really depends on how fast I react to his jump, right? Even if they were the same speed overall, even if it took the same amount of time to walk from one side of the screen to the other side, or dash, even then, if he's mid-jump and I recognize he's jumping at that point, and I want to get underneath him, there's going to be times where a dash will get me further faster. And I can cancel my close fierce as well. If I walk underneath, I can hit fierce and then hit like a something, like a uppercut or some shit. I like that caviles is making these close.
Final round. Go.
Can I get another pet peeve of mine? I'm thinking about pet peeves, right? You guys following 3S Junkies, right? And Rock'n'Ride challenged that guy to a first to 10. And the guy was like, do it for, 20 bucks is too little. Do it for 40 bucks. And Rock'n'Ride was like, all right, 40. And the guy was like, you know what, that's too little. Do it for 100 bucks. That pisses me off when guys do that. Just fucking do the fucking set. That pisses me off too. It's like a game of chicken at that point, right? He's trying to play chicken. It's like it's like a stalling tactic. He's hoping that Rock'n'Ride will eventually say, I won't do it for, 1,000. That's too much. Then they'll say, okay, well, you're not that confident you're gonna win, are you then? Right? That's crazy to me. If you get challenged to a set, the onus falls on you to either accept or decline. You can't re-challenge. If you decline, you're a ducker. Period. I don't care if it's for $1 or $0. If someone says fight me and you can do that, you're within proximity or whatever, you got to do it. Or you're a ducker. You can't re-challenge. That makes no sense. Too bad all of the UK FC go against Rock'n'Ride. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that. I don't really consider it any of my business. I don't super care. But I did find that exchange to be annoying. Because again, this problem I've seen before on 3S Junkies. Oops, good punish. Makes sense. Must be annoying to be banned from events, huh? I heard that Rock'n'Ride tried to fight a guy. Rack is actually super chill. Sure, he's stubborn in his beliefs, but that is his opinion. Nobody's perfect, man. Some guys are really cool and really chill, but they still, there's a dark side, obviously. There's some guys I know that are real assholes, but in certain contexts, they're perfectly awesome. Again, I wasn't there to know why he's banned exactly, but I would totally believe if it was his fault in some capacity, and nobody's perfect. Yeah, I want to make that idea known, though, right? The idea of, like, if someone says to you, yo, fight me first to 5, and they'll go, you know what? Make it first to 10. You know, you go, I don't want to do first 10, right? I don't have time for that. And they go, well, you're ducking me then. No, you can't do that, right? You can't say, you know what, make it a first to 10. You won't do that, now you're ducking me. You have to either accept or decline. That's crazy.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Rockrai challenged this guy to an offline match at an event. Cabs are right there. Just fucking say yes or no. You can't fucking, you know, ask him to put up, you know, $100 or whatever, and then when he declines, say he's the ducker. That's crazy. Just fight it out or shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
A little bit of lag seems like here.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Makes sense? Oh yeah. Oof. Uh-oh. Oof. Hello, Johnny Pants. SA1 Ryu's in the same lobby. Crazy, right? Johnny, my friend, caviles actually mostly plays Denjin. Not sure why he's going to SA1 here. I'm sure he has his reasons. How did that throw whiff? How? I don't understand. Oh, wow, it really got me. Could have punched that a lot better. Oh, wow, it's punished. I thought it was close enough. Oof. That's one of his fun is Kemi-Gen. You get the Tatsu juggle super combo. That shit is hella fun.
Engage.
Hella fun the elephant. I didn't want that. I wanted low forward. Nice bait. Well, it's not really a bait. I uppercut every single time. Okay. Wasn't plus there. I missed that parry.
You win. Battle. Well, I got you. Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
Think, is this your lobby? Indeed it is, Johnny Pants. Indeed it is. Why? Why do you ask, my good man? Not sure we've met, Johnny. Welcome aboard. I'm David. Perhaps we have. I just forgot your name. I apologize if that's the case. I meet a lot of people here. Oh, you're Kid Gorilla. Oh, nice to meet you, Kid Gorilla. Sick, dude. I'm not sure we've met on Twitch before. Hey, your pleasure to have in the lobby. Do you want to come play with us? We have another probably like 10 minutes here or more. Get a couple matches in. Yeah, hell yeah, Kid Gorilla. Let's do this shit, dude. Looks like they're playing Third Strike. Real men play Fourth Strike. How you doing, Panders? Welcome back. We got a late start today, guys. Playing 3S, so I want to play a little bit longer here. That forward strike.
You win.
Oh, Let me invite kidgorilla here. It's a private lobby. He needs that invite. He's not online yet? Or is it one of those guys that goes invisible all the time? Kidgorilla. Dial-in, look for players on Steam too. What do you know about Dial-in, Kill? I've heard the name before. I don't think I've seen him play until I watched the tournament. I only streamed for a couple of weeks a long time ago, but I'm considering getting back into it, says Panders. What would you stream, Panders? He's stuck with Kyokuji. But the connection is fun. Japanese player? Kyokuji! Dial-in is chill, says Kami-jun. Tell him I said, what's up, Kyo, if you are on there.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Kyo's always on there, man. This man is watching every 3S stream. He's like Batman from the end of The Dark Knight, with the big TV screen that watches everything in the entire city. That's Kyo with Third Strike, though. Okay. Kyo is more like the IRL Hugo, huh? Case of Dylan's eye.
Alright, that's cool.
So I invited kidgorilla, but I'm not sure he's online yet. I think he's getting his PS4 booted up. That's my theory. Kills the FBI at 3S, yes. He definitely is. Everybody in the database. Fingerprints and DNA they got from 23andMe. Makes sense. I can't do that against Skokie. That really traded. It is a heavy button, I guess. No, I don't understand. How did that trade?
Into the heat of battle. Go for it. Let's go.
Oh! Despite that. I didn't press a button though. Can't you jump out of... Maybe you can't jump out after it already starts up? 0 frame like Gygus? I usually like a variety of games, so I guess variety. Roguelites a lot, with some GameCube, Nintendo 64, and Wii classics. I have a couple newer games though, if I need to play something hot, like Breath of the Wild or whatever. Dark Souls series would be fun. Variety streams struggle, big time, Panders. I can tell you that as a variety streamer. I'm gonna say this, in my experience streaming on Twitch, there's 2 kinds of games you want to play. Not point blank. So you can't jump out of it point blank, what do you mean by that, Tommy? True 0 frame startup, but if it's far enough away you can jump out, right? Obviously, it has to come toward you for some number of frames, right? I think that the best way to grow a channel is to find a niche game that people enjoy, like that's really popular but still relatively niche. Like it's got a small but dedicated fan base, and play that game consistently. If you're a variety streamer, you're gonna definitely have a long time coming. if you want to actually have somebody watch you play. Because guys, in my experience, are here to watch a certain game. They're here to watch one game in particular. This channel here has got almost 1,300 followers. Thank you, guys. That's crazy to me. And a relatively low viewership, because a lot of those followers came from other games we were playing at one point in time. Right, guys will follow for a certain game, they're never going to come back again for another game. Maybe I'll take a note from you and have a day or two of one game that I play regularly and don't switch it much. I was thinking Slay the Spire or something like that. I think that there's a balance to strike between games that no one wants to watch and games that everyone else is already streaming. Right? There's a middle point there. You have to find out a game that people want to watch and nobody's streaming. I know it sounds kind of counterintuitive that there would be games out there that people want to watch but nobody's streaming, but there is. For me, it was Final Fantasy Tactics. It's one of those games that I just had a ton of viewership for. The Last of Us had a stupid number of viewership for no reason. Just one of those games. There's just games out there that guys want to watch, but nobody else is streaming. But if you want to play, let's say, like Apex or Fortnite or whatever, Roblox, whatever these games are that get a lot of viewership on Twitch, the problem is that there's already so many guys streaming that game. You're gonna have a lot of competition, right? So you kind of have to find a game that, that's kind of works for you. Tommy says if it's point blank that you don't jump before the flash, you can't skip. Thank you, Tommy. That makes sense to me, right? It makes sense. It's 0 frame startup, but it does have to move toward you. So you can jump out while it's moving toward you, if it has to move toward you. How's your day been, Tommy? I would never really want to play those games in the first place, and the amount of streamers streaming those games is a turn-off for me. It's tough, man. Being a streamer is tough. Any streamer can back me up on this, I'm sure. A lot of the time, you're going to spend a lot of time by yourself, man, especially as a beginner. Like, starting off, it's going to be a lot of time by yourself, and in that respect, it is much more involved than playing on your own. Unless you want to play a video game in your own privacy, no webcam, no microphone. It's a lot of fun, pretty laid back time. Right? If you're trying to host the whole time, it can become a whole different experience for you. And furthermore, if there's nobody in the chat to hang out with, there's like you get all the work but none of the benefit.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
Well, welcome home, Tommy. In that case, welcome home. He's worn out from work.
Are you ready? Go.
I got no car today. Yeah, that makes sense. Hit a sweep too close.
Now.
Makes sense. Oof. I deserve that. Too long to start up. Oh, I didn't want that, but it looks sick. Didn't want that, but it looked sick.
Final round. Now.
Nice. Oh my god, that'll correct.
You win.
started playing Neo, huh? It's a decent Dark Souls clone. Enjoying it. I'm glad, Katie. I really fucking hated Neo. I loved Dark Souls and hated Neo until I got to the 90-hour mark or some shit. And then I fell in love with the game. Good game, NoMoreFunland. See, this game, Wake Up is such a scary guess, right? Because against a lot of opponents, I mean, let's say I'm waking up, right? And I want to uppercut. It's the end of the round. I'm going to die if I don't. I'm going to die if you mix me up. Right? You mix me up, right? You mix me up. So I kind of have to uppercut to survive. On the other hand, you know that, so you want to block it. Right? You want to block it, because you know I have to uppercut, essentially, right? So I thought to myself, you know, is Funland going to block my uppercut, or is he going to try and mix me up one last time? And I figured based on your kind of aggressive tendencies, you'd probably want to try and mix me up one last time. And I got lucky. I got mad fucking lucky. I have, like, no cancels. Look at that, I slid underneath. Good punish, oh my, yeah. Gotta have the balls to do it and live with the consequences, good or bad. It's gambling. In that case, it's kind of like a true 50-50, it feels like to me, right? Because again, it's like, you know, you kind of, they can mix you up to death, or they can block your uppercut and you're gonna die, so it's like, some weird roll back there. I see him glitch out for a second. No, too slow on the punish there. He's staying on the ground, nice. I like Neo a lot. Once I got to the end of the game, like post-game. Reserve that. Whoa, sick. That comes out fast. Oof. Let's see here. You have to learn to be okay with your decisions and learn from them, huh? I'm in a weird spot right now, guys, with Ryu, in terms of my Oki game. Like, when I'm waking up, I don't really understand. To me, it's a 50-50 when I wake up. Right? I want to uppercut you every single time. I want to uppercut you every single time, because in my mentality, I'm saying to you, I have this tool, it's invincible, it does big damage, you cannot press buttons on me when I'm waking up. Right? That's forbidden. You cannot do that. You have to respect my tool. Right? Unlike my ex-girlfriend used to do. You have to respect my tool. So, that means that you have to block on my wake up. That's I'm trying to uppercut you every single time you try and press a button on me. Like, just do not. Just back off. Like, get off me. And then I'm thinking to myself, if you're going to try and walk up and block my uppercut, then I want to throw you every time. Like, you have to press a button on my wake up. You cannot just block on my wake up. I will throw you. Right. So I'm trying to get you in a situation where you have to attack me, but you also have to block. Now, of course, the third option is that you would be like Mutant or Kyo or the other strong players who will jump parry my uppercut, or they'll just kind of walk away and let me uppercut, and then they'll have to block either way. You know, if it whips, it's whatever. But in any case, you know, between those two options, it's like I'm in a weird spot now where I almost never. When I play as Alex, it's like I want to block all the time. Or else makes fist, yeah, exactly. Or else you get that fisting, dude. So it's like, when I play as Alex, man, I always want to block and wake up. That's like my thing. But with Ryu, it's like I never want to block and wake up. It's like I want to do anything but block and wake up.
Go for it.
It's really, really weird. Pander says, Neo is nice because it differentiates itself from Dark Souls a bit, but still staying in line for that style of game. The only real problem with the game is that the player doesn't invest all the way into the mechanics. They'll eventually hit a wall, but they need to learn the mechanics, and by the time it's too late. My problem with that game, no, the main problem with Neo is the lack of enemy variety, and how dumb the AI is in general in that game. That's the big problem with Neo. That's the big problem with that game. I beat the whole game without knowing how to play it all. That's not a problem. The problem is the DLC. You do have to know how to play. The DLC is the fun part of the game. Up to that point, it's not that interesting. That's my problem with the game. Yeah, that's to a lesser extent. KD says, oh, like key sparks and parrying. Yeah, key sparks are important at any level of play, I feel like. Parrying became more important in the DLC, like a lot of things did in the DLC. I really hated Neo, guys. Neo is one of my all-time most hated games to stream ever. Until I got to the DLC, which is like an over 90-hour experience over the main game. And then I fell in love with the game. It's fucking awesome. I wouldn't be surprised if it's actually more fun in New Game Plus, too. I never played New Game Plus yet, but I think that, you know, as the game gets harder, it gets more fun. But it's just so goddamn boring. My god, the boring-ass game. I thought you were enjoying it, though, Katie. What's up, Denges? The New York Wake Up Guess, huh? Guess Parry, Crouching Fierce, EX Donkey, Heavy Kick Tatsu. Yeah, that's also an option. Best Wake Up Parry players are Lloyd, Exo, and Yuki. Lloyd Wake Up Parry is like 95% of his success rate, huh? Don't tell Japan our New York secret. If they know New York and Nebraska's technologies, they'll be unstoppable. Nebraska. Watching the Nebraska guys play lately has been really eye-opening to me. I'm playing with more New York guys too lately. It makes me think about the different cultural styles and how different they can be. Like how much there is to this game, you know what I mean? This is my last fight, guys. I'll watch a few more after this. I did a high stance when we played through Andrews.
Go.
Almost uppercut there. Oh, it's not good. Oof. I was gonna drop it.
Are you ready? Go.
He likes to walk back when he's in danger. I can hit him with lows. Okay, kind of hoping I could do that, but I guess not. I could have punished that if I'd been more aware. See, plus backdash on plus.
Final round. Go.
With the red parry. Every time I'll uppercut, every single time.
You win.
Oof, good games, guys. Let's watch. Oh, I haven't watched kidgorilla yet. Let's do that then. Good game, NoMoreFunland. We're gonna play some Fear tonight, Pander. Some Fear. Let me read the chat here. You're gonna learn a lot from Texas when you come down here, Venka. We will show you the way of the rodeo. I've played a lot of Texas guys. I think that my style comes from the fact that I grew up playing Kenny. Right? I fought Kenny so much He's the guy that kind of taught me this game. I think my color, fuck. When I think about like a default playstyle in my mind, it's from fighting Kenny. That's what I think of this game, like how it's supposed to be played. And then I think everything else is a variation, right? New York style variation. Oh, fuck, this color sucks. He's whipping for meter, I'm not. That was a dumb move on my part. Kenny's sick. There's a Kashech.
Go for it.
Oof. Who's this Jibo idiot? He's a really, really laggy dude. That's all I know about him from PS3 days. I don't fuck with him anymore. Okay, we'll watch Caviles fight NoMoreFunland, and we'll see who wins in that and fights kidgorilla. Guys, it's time for us to play some Fear. F-E-A-R on this channel. We're a variety stream. We play a variety, a lot of different games and stuff. Some creative content as well. Just some hanging out. We're gonna be watching a movie on Friday, a horror movie, public domain style. Would you say that your vision on how to play competitively is heavily influenced by your first character you really play a lot? I don't know, Painters. I would say that for sure. But my hesitation is that I never played Alex the way he's supposed to be played. So it's like, I think definitely yes. Definitely it's influenced by your first character you play. But, you know, I didn't really... It also depends on the mindset you go in with, right? I'm glad you like Katie. I like the shirt too. So it's like, I went into this game with a mindset the guy I was going with in any video game, which is be really defensive, right? Play as slow as possible and as solid as possible. And I picked the wrong character for it. I picked Alex, right? He's not really that kind of character. And I think maybe my understanding of the flow of offense and defense in this game is thrown off because in order to succeed defensively as Alex, I had to be incredibly defensive. Right? Because he's not designed around offense. There's a Artur. He's not designed around offense. He's designed on defense, I mean. He's designed around offense, right? So it's like, for me to want to play him defensively, I had to go to a really far extreme. I had to go to a really far extreme. And I think that kind of made me feel like I have to be more defensive than I have to be. And that's true of any character you play. Anytime you pick a first character for a game, I think it's going to color your opinion of the game. Okay. That's it. Kidgorilla's playing as Goki, huh? I know he played Goki. I know he played a lot of... Whoa, oh yeah, because I think we missed NoMoreFunland last time. Guys, as usual, thanks for hanging out. If you guys enjoy the channel, want to keep it online, check my Patreon page, patreon.com/Vencabot. You know, buckets of huge help, helps me buy gas and groceries and that kind of thing. Go to events like Texas Showdown, Michigan Masters, and Defend the North. That's, again, patreon.com/Vencabot. It's like $1. It helps me buy everything I need to survive around here. I stream for 40 hours a week, almost every week. This week's going to be a little bit shorter, all throughout March, in fact. We're going to have a short Wednesday to try and help me, you know, get some time to do some programming behind the scenes to make the stream a little bit better for you guys. I need some time to actually do that. So from now on, through March, Wednesday's going to be third strike only, pretty much. Chun-Li mains complain that a character they pick up later isn't as broken. You guys know my stance about Chun-Li, right? I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to start ranting here. I can feel it coming, guys. KD, please. Help me out. Help me resist. Anyway, guys, because of help for free, if you're like me, you're totally broke, right? Maybe you enjoy the channel a lot, you enjoy hanging out and watching games and chatting. The best way to help out is free. It's, again, the chat, come say hi. Right? You guys, without you guys in the chat, there'd be no stream here at all. You guys make it possible and a lot more interesting for me as a host. Also, you can follow on Twitch for free, tell your friends we're here, spread the word, save clips. Check out YouTube at youtube.com/Vencabot Archive. We have a new 3S video there every other day. And every other day we have other content, like Dark Souls, Demon Souls, retro games, modern games, horror games. It's pretty cool. I'm very proud of the YouTube channel. It's not a whole lot of following on YouTube right now. I totally understand why. It's not really great YouTube content. It's really more like an archive of the stream. I think guys really prefer like shorter videos on YouTube. Oh, shit. Arthur says, Prophetic Mexican Akuma. Yeah, kidgorilla is sick. So is NoMoreFunland, also a Goki player. That may explain why I like Jungle Scrambles so much. Online Akuma was my first character. Yeah, I definitely will probably influence your flavor for the game. I'm glad you enjoy it, Good Vibe. I enjoy it too. Thanks for all your help, by the way, Good Vibe. If you guys didn't know, Good Vibe actually helps out a lot on YouTube. He's one that goes through all of our footage for Third Strike, or he has been for a long time, I should say. And kind of adds titles and descriptions and stuff, which makes it a lot easier for me to kind of get that on there. He's been a huge help. I watch it most right before bed. I'm glad. So I'm glad somebody's enjoying it. I put a lot of work into the YouTube channel, for better or worse. Alright guys, so, you know. Alright, hang on, let me get a sip of water here. Chun-Li. Okay? Chun-Li. So Bruise Day Wednesday, not really salty. It's going to be a 3-hour stream on Wednesdays from now on. It's going to be from 8 to 11, our usual time for 3S. There's going to be no pre-3S and no post-3S content on Wednesdays throughout March, as I work on some new technology behind the scenes. I did a whole lot of programming this March, so I'm going to be doing a lot of time kind of taken away from the stream. It's going to be what, like, basically like 40, like a 30, like 5-hour week, something like that. 5-hour streaming weeks. Yeah, 3S from its usual time on Wednesdays, but only 3S on Wednesdays. Chun mains probably watch Grass Grow for entertainment. I take issue with when people say that pick Chun as your first character because she will teach you fundamentals. I have a problem with that. Because just because she wins her game based on how far away her buttons are, like how big her buttons are, does not mean that she's going to teach you fundamentals. I think that it can kind of teach you whack fundamentals, right? Because you don't have to worry as much as other characters do about your spacing. Spacing comes much easier to her than the rest of the cast. So why would that help you with your fundamentals? It seems like that would do the opposite, right? You're going to get accustomed to having buttons that just beat everything. The whack-mentals. That's my stance, guys. I have a problem when people say that Chun-Li is a fundamentals character and that she's going to help you learn to play honest. I don't know if I agree with that. I think that she's going to teach you how to hit buttons, that's for sure. Because that's what she gets rewarded for, is hitting buttons. Fierce, especially. You learn how to hit Fierce a lot, as Chun-Li. Katie says, I don't get it. What did you get, Katie? I never heard anyone say Chun play Chun for fundamental. I hear that all the time, Artur. It's kind of like a thing I hear. Ken has said a lot more, that too. Tick car throw, Fierce. Right, I'm on Steam, need to add Venka. I don't play on Steam that often, Cambridge, but feel free to add me. I'm Vencabot. As far as I know, the only Vencabot. Here we go. Could be our last match tonight here, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me, guys. Lots of ranting tonight. A little bit of salt. A lot of good games, though. I feel like I learned a lot. I'm really proud that tonight I got my first ever walk under Fierce. And it felt good. I feel like I could try and incorporate that more. It really depends on spacing. I have to be more aware of spacing when they jump. What's up, Juna? I think Chun-Li is more fundamental than Ken. You need to learn how to hit buttons and confirm. With Chun? Or you mean with Ken? The Chun-Li doesn't need a Fierce button, man. You don't gotta confirm with Chun. Plus, it's easy to confirm in the game. Since all the characters are kind of different and aren't fundamentals by character more than the game, besides Parry. I think, you know, when people talk about fundamentals, talking about, you know, the footsies game. Which is why I kind of have issue with the idea that Chun is a strong fundamentals character. Because their footsies game is pretty one-sided.
battle.
So Kiri's not on Steam all that often either. Huh? I'm thinking about being on there more often. I'm thinking about running some of these tournaments for the Jazzy Circuit, these Steam Edition fundraisers.
Engage.
Chun Mains would argue, what's more fun than winning? I like playing defensively in a really boring style. You guys know that about me, right? People have said on the stream that I would be really happy playing Chun, because Chun kind of suits the way that I want to play this game. I can totally see the appeal of playing a really boring defensive character who can just run away forever and put buttons out and stop you in your tracks. That's my fantasy, dude. That's my fantasy. The reason I don't play Chun is because I feel like she's busted. I
Go.
don't feel like it'd be fair. That's why I don't play Chun. I try and play every character in this game as though they were Chun. That's kind of how I play every character in this game. It's just that I feel like if it doesn't work for me as Ryu, then I'm not playing Ryu correctly. If it doesn't work for me as so-and-so, then I'm not playing so-and-so correctly. Right? I want to learn to play this game, correctly. Not just by playing Chun. Fundamentals apply to everyone because they're fundamentals. Yeah, exactly. But I think what Pandra's is pointing out, though, is that if you're talking about, is Ken a good fundamentals character? Is Chun-Li a good fundamentals character? You're talking maybe it's a moot point, right? Because this game's fundamentals they vary so much. But I think that Artur is right. Of course, this game does have fundamentals for sure. Fuck, I want to play. Oh, I can't play. Fuck. You guys ever try and not, and you can't? That's called addiction, right? Chun's your fantasy, the forbidden fruit, exactly. Fundamentals inherently apply to all characters. Some utilize certain aspects more. I totally agree, yeah. Yurin doesn't have to confirm, for example. Yeah, I totally agree. Some get more than others off of it. Alex is a very dishonest character. Lots of guessing games. Makoto. It's all about guessing more than spacing and, footsies and awareness, reactions. I don't know. You guys know why I say Chun, right? Chun mains would argue, who needs fundamentals when you got Chun-Li?
Into the heat of battle.
I've heard the argument many times before that, Chun-Li will teach you how to space your buttons and play, a footsies game. Because that's where she wins, right? Is in footsies. But I don't follow that logic. Because again, she has a very broad... Her footsies game is, against most of the cast, is very forgiving. It's very lenient. What does Yurin have to confirm? Just toss out that sweet spot and go ham, yeah. And for him confirming is relatively weak. I think my Confucius advice earlier was pretty spot on. Which is what? Can you repeat it for us, Katie? Fundamental these nuts. Ken's a very deep character. 15 plus hit confirms, different reversals for every character, up to 3 bars to strategize every round with, and different DP variations. I agree. I think Ken's a really, really strong character. Super duper strong. I have a friend at Riss who thinks that Ken's the most busted character in the game. But I do think that Ken allows for a lot of creativity, right, compared to someone like Chun-Li. The key to progression is to understand this, Vencabot. You must first balance attack hammer on your head-to-head. On your head-to-head, your goes with a balanced attack. I think you worded it a bit differently last time, I still didn't get it. If you're trying to learn footsies online, good game. Artur, I only play online, I don't really have access to an offline community. And so this is what I have to learn with, but I agree, when I play offline, I find that footsies is a very, 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 very different game, right? Very, very, very different game. Because when I'm playing online, I think of it like you walk into my space, you get hit. But when you're playing offline, so much of it is about reactions. And it's much more subtle because it's not as much, forethought. You don't have to think as far ahead. You have to think more like, in the moment, watching very carefully. Of course, there is forethought, obviously, but it's not all forethought. But there's an aspect of it that is second-to-second instantaneous, which blows my mind whenever I see it happen offline.
You win.
People can't just dash or jump in on you offline. I should really play some Fear, guys. I'll be back with some more Bruise Day Tuesday action. 8 hours of 3S tomorrow, guys. 8 hours of 3S. Come back tomorrow. I could play 3S all night. I want to be honest. I love this game so much. But it's time for some Fear, guys. I'll see you guys in a few minutes. I think the point is that using Chun-Li will expose weaknesses in your Chun more than other characters because she is so good. That too. Maybe you're right, Dunkashek. That does make sense to me. Maybe what they're saying is that if you start with Chun-Li, you're going to get beaten, right? Chun-Li can't win at the bottom of the, at the bottom of the play. So you have to, if you're losing the Chun, you really have a lot to learn.
Yeah, you're a good Samaritan. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I agree, Kashik. That's some pretty good insight there. I really want to believe, because online's all I have, guys. Online's all that I have, and I want to play neutral. So I want to believe that there is some neutral online. But perhaps there really isn't, and it's really just like... No, there is neutral online. There definitely has to be, I hope. Even if it's not as strong. Even if it's not as, rewarding. There's got to be a thing. Because I fight guys that beat me in the neutral all the time. Because they're stronger players than me. That's what I aspire to, right? I aspire to be as strong as the guys I look up to online. I really don't have the opportunity to be an offline 3S player. Yeah, exactly, Panders. I still remember, guys, my first online fighting game, my only one aside from Third Strike, was Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown. And I stopped playing that game because I started playing it offline with my brother, and I realized how different it was, and it broke my heart, dude. I got so depressed. So I didn't really understand. How big a difference it was at first. I only ever played online. I never played offline before, ever. And so when I started seeing how different it plays offline, I want to play that game instead. I didn't want to play the online version anymore. And I can see how you'd be in the same spot with 3S, right? I'm going to try to put off that day. Legend. It's going to go to the winner of the tournament, guys. Have a good night, Dagger. Thank you again, man. That's crazy. I put off the day when the realization hits, right? That they're not the same game. Okay, so that's 2-0 for K-Rake Jr.
That's gotta be what Colin
Go for it.
That's for the winner, guys.